2. It's been crossed out on that last homework sheet I gave you. So we're getting into, and we actually already did 6-3 last time. So let me give you guys an example.
6-4 now, right?
No. Here, you guys try these two.
We're still in 6.
We're on 6-3?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys are funny. Oh, my goodness. Here, page 493. Try out number 14. And 24 looks like. Let's do that one.
I hope to God you're not attracted to ugly things like that. Nice problem, please.
Cross divide, yeah.
That's what I meant.
I got you. Point out something on 24 before you get too far. I realize there's a division in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reciprocated.
I love it. Flip. Before you go crazy and nothing cancels, you reciprocate that thing.
can't factor out big two, right?
Yeah, big can't factor. Unless there's a GCF you left in there. Let me try to catch up to you guys. I can't factor either of those. But both of these are little thank God problems, right?
Right.
And then I can see what cancels.
Yeah.
So I got x minus 5 cancels, x minus 4 cancels.
So x plus 4.
X plus 4.
Yeah.
Cool. Yay!
This is
How much care?
The 24 is basically every factoring form almost
yeah.
that we've
Yeah.
seen, right? There's some fuse in there, there's a 6 out front of the trinomial deal, there's a thank God problem in there, right?
Yeah.
Plus 4.
Oh my goodness.
Plus 5.
You look at x plus
X minus 4 is
I
canceled,
let x minus
x minus 5 is canceled.
Freaking out back there.
So the answer is x plus 4 over x plus 5.
Because those are the things that are left alive, and where they're left alive, right?
The survivors.
On that one, I'm not sure if I did it right, but.
Oh, no, you can't break into a subtraction or addition problem.
No,
That's why that's,
this is the multiplication. I'm doing.
but what's in the middle of there?
minus 1.
Minus. So you can't take the 9t squared and reduce it with something.
Okay,
You can't break into a subtraction or addition problem.
so
Right.
that's what I was asking, because I'm going.
So what's the first step on this kind of problem?
3t.
Factor, 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 factor,
Yeah.
right? Because the big division bar can't do anything for us until I got everything in terms of multiplication. So the top guy, let me do that. That's
3t
Good.
minus 1, 3t plus 1.
11. So that was a thank God problem.
Yeah.
The bottom guy, now here's a suggestion on my part. You could do some of the more complicated stuff by themselves. Put a little side note, let me work on this here. So how do I do this one?
You take out
8.
3.
You can't take a 3 out because it's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 and 2.
So negative 18, so 9 and 2. Which one's got to be negative?
2.
2.
So it'd be 6 2 squared minus 9 x t plus. I mean.
I'm with you, Pat.
Okay. I'm confused myself. Okay.
So and again, it doesn't really matter which one you put first, but if I have an option, I'm going to put the minus first so I don't make a negative mistake in the middle.
Yeah.
You guys have maybe done enough of these so you know that's where you normally make a negative mistake if there's a minus in the middle. So don't let there be if you have an option. Out of those two comes 2t
And
3.
3t minus.
So they get 2t plus 3 and 3t minus 1. So now I can put that there.
Right.
There's not a damn thing wrong with taking a little side work and then putting the result back in. Because another problem with these is there's like 4 factoring problems. And sometimes you lose somebody on the way. There's just too much crap to keep track of. So do one of the problems on the side, that's fine. Now what do I have to do before I really, like you said,
Flip it.
times. Now how do I factor this guy?
Big do, little do.
I love it. 2t, 2t, 2t,
And 3 3 3 3 3 3.
3, 3, 3.
2t plus 3.
All right, 2t plus 3, little dude.
Right.
Opposite sign.
Okay.
4t squared.
4t squared.
4t squared. Opposite sign, I love it.
Right.
3 times 2t. 3.
6t
And then the other 2 3s.
plus
9.
plus 9.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And again, the cubes will be the easiest one to leak out of your head because it's more of a memorization of things. But it's very much like the squares. Squares you cut in half, one of each, one of each, one of each. Here you put one of each, 2 of each. The middle dude is a freaky dude, but he has to be the cancellation term, right?
Yeah.
The product of the stuff in the little dude. So 1 of each, bam, bam. 2 of each, bam, bam. Product in the middle,
Bam.
bam. This emerald math.
I gotta say,
Wow.
that was just the bottom half.
Wow.
Emerald.
Yeah.
Little
Now
spark.
we're
There's
doing the
so
top half.
weird.
Right? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So I'm flipping at the same time, right? So that's the bottom factor. The top will do the same way, right?
It's 3, yeah.
So it'll be in a 3t plus 1, 9t squared minus 3t plus 1. Eventually, right? It's all about getting the pattern. Once you got the pattern down, you'll be quicker and quicker with it. Is that cool? I obviously skipped a lot of steps at the bottom. It's the same way as the one we just did. Now what dies?
3t plus 1.
All right, so this goes away
Right.
here.
2t plus 3.
That goes away here.
No, here's my question. Can you cancel the 3t minus 1?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
One's at the top, one's at the bottom. They cancel.
There's your
So
answer.
it's gonna be 4t squared.
Well,
plus 3t plus
that's the way we were doing it before,
I
right?
know, but when you're.
So it's the same thing as the difference between this here. What's 6/8?
2/3.
2 4.
2 times 3.
3
Oh.
3/4. And what's 6/11? Can anything cancel there?
No.
Times 22/30.
Okay.
Can't I cancel now this way?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as one's on the top and one is on the bottom, so they're truly opposite operations. One's dividing, one's multiplying, they will of course cancel.
I just want to make sure that, like, when you're multiplying, the rule doesn't change or anything.
The rules can't change. I mean, that's a huge, that's huge. The minute you think math sucks, well, okay, you guys think that here, but you think math sucks because the rules change. Jeff said this in chapter 3, and now it's different. Come see me. They can't. The rules cannot change. They can't. We learn more shit. Like negative powers mean flip. It doesn't mean the negatives we did before suddenly change. We just never did negative powers until that point. Rules don't change. PEMDAS never goes away. I don't care what level of math you're in. It never goes away.
That's what we're left with.
Yeah, so what's left alive is this.
Yeah.
And that doesn't factor because it's part of the.
Yeah, they're both big dudes, right? They won't factor unless it's a GCF, and we didn't leave any GCF in there. There was no GCF. There was no GCF to begin with, so there won't be here. And the big dude can never factor. Right?
What's big dude, little dude? What's that all about?
That's cubes. That's how you do
Dude, you
this.
gotta know that.
Oh, that's
a good one.
he wasn't here that day, so.
Shit.
Missed it. Go see him.
Well, it might be good to review that again real quick.
See, it ain't no bad.
So if I had something like this here, let's do a little more complicated one. First thing is any GCF.
No.
Second thing, so no GCF. So there's two terms. It can only be squares or cubes. It's probably cubes because that's what we're talking about. But it's also cubes because I can break everything into 3 parts.
Yeah.
Now 64 is 8 times 8.
Yeah.
But it's not a squares because 27 is not a whole number times a whole number. It's 3 whole numbers, right?
It's 4.
So what's 64? Yeah.
4 times
4,
4
4, 4.
times
4.
W2.
Good. 4w squared, 4w squared, 4w squared. Good.
3 y.
Y, 3y, 3y. And to me, that's a good step. That's what I used to not teach. But about 10 years ago, one of my students was doing this, and I'm like, I like that a lot. That's a good way to keep it organized, and now I teach it that way. So little dude, big dude is just something I say to help you remember. If I got a cubes, I put a little dude, big dude. Why? Because that's the way it works. So what goes in the little dude? He's a little dude. 1 of each. 4w squared.
Minus 3y.
Minus 3y.
Same symbol.
So 1 of each because he's a little dude.
You can only handle 1.
Yeah. Now these two things have to go somewhere. They're going to go there.
16.
4 times 4 is 16.
W4.
And do you see how I get my 64?
Yeah.
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 2 W's, 4 W's, and 6 W's.
Yeah.
So far it's looking good, right? At the end goes the other
9y
2 of
squared.
these.
Yeah.
9y squared.
Y squared.
And the middle kills the first one.
Yeah, so
Then you're gonna have
Plus
12.
there's my minus 27, right?
Yeah.
My cube. But then I also get this minus 48 W, and I get all this extra crap out of 1.
That's what 12.
Plus 12.
You guys remember that? So the middle guy is the cancellation dude. He's got to be the opposite sign, like you guys are telling me. 12.
Well, W squared Y.
And Tim, that's just the product of whatever the hell you need a little dude. Why is it that? Because that's what works. And they actually did it by trial and error. Just said what should go there to make the other crap I don't want go away. Well, it's got to be that. That's what always works.
And it's always the opposite side with the first and last are positive.
And the last one's always positive.
There's always only one negative in the whole thing. That's how I remember it. It's either there or it's there.